Yeah, that's pretty much the pregnancy update I'll give you. Yeah, buddy. We do have some fall. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and I run the blog called Mrs. Midwest. My son is currently taking a nap, so we were able to get through a ton of laundry. I used to do 1 load of laundry a day and I was really good at that for a while, but then when I had to be on modified bed rest, I would just let the laundry pile up. But now I'm trying to get back into the groove of things with laundry. I would like to be on a better routine, feeling a little more squared away with my house chores before the new baby comes, so it's not total house chores Armageddon when we have 2 under 1 year old. I mean, that'll only be for less than a month, but still so crazy. So lots of laundry is what I'm trying to say. So while he is still napping, I want to kind of show you the future baby's nursery and the stash that I have been building. So little pregnancy update for you guys. As you can see, the nursery is like totally out of control. I am planning on organizing it at some point, but part of the issue is I just get so tired at the end of the day being pregnant. I'm 3 days away from my 3rd trimester, and so I am kind of putting it off. But tomorrow, my aunt and I are painting it. She's coming over. We are going to go to town, and we're going to paint it the same color as Bodhi's nursery. Honestly, I'm having pretty much the same design scheme in both of the nurseries with a few individual differences that I will reveal at some point. But pregnancy update, we had an ultrasound. This is kind of how pregnant I am. Really sticking out. I mean, this dress makes me look kind of more pregnant than I am, but I am in my 3rd trimester now. So we had my ultrasound a few days ago, I think 3 days ago, and I got my results back. And the hematoma is completely healed. That is the thing that was causing me to be on modified bed rest. It was causing so much, stress and frustration, wondering if I would lose my baby or not. But the hematoma has absorbed. Baby boy is good to go on that front. There's still other things that can come up, but I no longer have to worry about subchorionic hematoma. I can lift to my heart's desire, and I have been walking very consistently the past month and a half to kind of help with not gaining too much weight, because this pregnancy I've kind of let myself eat as much as I want, whereas in my one with Bodhi I was much more kind of like health focused, focused on not gaining too much weight too quickly. And then with this pregnancy I was just like eating a lot, so I started working out in the past couple months to kind of mitigate some of that, and I feel really good, really alive. And so it was really nice just to get that confirmation that the hematoma is gone. So thank you to everyone who has been lifting us up in your prayers. As I've learned being pregnant, once you get past 28 weeks, if you did go into spontaneous labor, your preemie would have a lot higher chance of being viable and surviving and growing, even though it would be really difficult. So getting to that 28-week mark is just really exciting, and we're very grateful. So the only other thing is, so on the ultrasound, amniotic fluid is good. As you can tell, I'm very round. But the baby is measuring 51 percentile, so perfectly average, right where he needs to be. And he is measuring 5 days ahead of where they marked me for pregnancy. And my due date is January 7. So I still have a feeling I'm going to have my second 2021 baby. I feel like that's gonna happen, and honestly I'm grateful. You know, I'm still very young, I feel very healthy. It is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much the pregnancy update I'll give you. You can kind of see I'm definitely seated lower. In my last pregnancy I was up higher for longer because I think I had better like lower abdomen strength, whereas this pregnancy it's a little loose because, you know, your girl was pregnant last year. I feel like I've been pregnant nonstop for almost 2 years now. All is good. Everything is good in the hood. In this neighborhood right here, everything is good, and we are so grateful. And I hear that my son has woken up from his nap. So we're gonna do some food time, some solids together, probably do some playtime, and then I will take you guys with us along for our walk. So basically our routine is we wake up around 6:15, 6:30. My husband usually comes home from work around that time. And then we get a bit of family time right when Bodhi wakes up, when he comes back from work. It's kind of nice. And then we say goodbye to Daddy and start our morning routine. We kind of just hang out and crawl around and read books and just, you know, baby stuff. Do solids after he wakes up from his first nap, and then crawl around, do this kind of stuff for a bit longer, and then we'll go for a walk. And sometimes we walk to the park and I take him out of his stroller and we do the baby swing, depending on the weather. Other times we just go for a super long walk. But I do notice he gets fussier on walks where he doesn't get to come out of his stroller halfway. So we'll probably do that next, but it's been really nice. We literally do the same thing every single day. And on days when it's rainy and we really can't go for a walk after his first nap, we will sometimes do errands. I'll take him to the grocery store. We'll just go thrift shopping, or I'll take him to a friend's house. But we do try to get out of the house. Hi. Yeah. Hey. On a walk and out of the house on some sort of like driving trip at least once a day, because I notice that makes me just feel really happy. It's just nice to get out of the house. It's kind of funny. I need to get out of the house more now as a new mom than I did as a homemaker. Huh? You going all terrain? And the dog was getting antsy, and we still have an hour and a half until his next nap. So we're pulling out the card of it's time for a walk. And as you can see, we do have some fall. It's kind of nice. And even though it's October, it's like 85% humidity right now. Feels like it might rain. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of gross. But there's fall leaves, which is exciting. Drizzling a little bit, so I'm glad I brought my hat, but it is a workout walking with the dog in the stroller. She's a good dog. She's very well trained, but on a leash, she always has to have some amount of force, like pulling the leash, and that's why we have the gentle leader for her. The good thing is Bodhi's happy. He's in the front here. Sometimes I'll hear him go ba 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 ba, just talking to himself, taking in the sights. I think he gets pretty tired out from all the exercise he has to do nowadays, like pulling up and crawling, and he just started doing a lot of this stuff. So I think it's nice for him to be able to take a break in the middle of the day and just sit and look out. You know, we like to sit and watch TV at the end of a work day. I feel like Bodhi enjoys sitting in his stroller and just looking at the nature. You can see it's still pretty green too here in West Michigan, but it's because it's like summer still, like the temperature, even though it's October, halfway through October. So hopefully we get some cold spells here soon, because I'm from the north and I miss the cold weather. I'm so over this humidity. I want to wear my sweaters. I want to wear my coat. It's like it never even rained. It's so nice out. It's been 5 minutes since we last talked, and this is the weather difference. That's Michigan for you. Bodhi's talking to himself in the front. I'm feeling fussy because now I'm sweaty and feeling kind of pregnant too. Feeling kind of pregnant. But we're almost home. How are you, buddy? Yeah? Good times? Angels? Yeah, okay, I'll get you out. Mr. Cuties. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. We're a one-car family now. We are hoping to stay this way at least for a year. I mean, you save so much money on insurance, car payments, car fixes, if you lease, your lease payment. So yeah, and I wasn't driving the Mini Cooper. I mean, I have a baby I bring with me everywhere, and I feel really safe in the truck. And my husband drives a police car at work, so I'm not really ever without a vehicle. And so I think we might stay a one-car family for as long as possible. But I am about to head out to the grocery store. Bodhi's napping, and I am on a mission to find dinner meat. We are like totally out of meat, and it's been so expensive lately, so inflated, that I haven't wanted to buy it, but we need dinner food. So I'm gonna go to a nice grocery store. I'll bring you guys along. these files that I didn't know about in Final Cut, which is what I use to edit my vlogs. It was clogging up my computer and stressing me out, and I had no way to download my photos, and I'm trying to get all the photos off my phone before the new baby comes, because I know I'm going to be taking a million photos, because I currently take a million photos of Bodhi, and it's just gonna double with another baby, and I need storage space. And he just fixed everything for me. He just texted me, it's all sorted, it's all set. I feel so good. If you've ever had to deal with like computer problems at work, or if you make videos, if you're a content creator, you know that that technology stuff can sometimes be the most frustrating stuff. So shout out to Husbear, he saved the day today. This doesn't happen every day, but today we are having a classic witching hour, which is where your baby is just super fussy before bedtime. He literally only wants me to hold him, which I'm happy to do. Yeah, because we're about to be separated over the night times. Yeah. But it is exhausting. Witching hour tires me out, and I still have to clean the house, and we have to make cookies. But I mean, I'd rather be tired because my baby really needed me than tired from something dumb. But yeah, we're gonna make it. 30 more minutes. I think he's teething too, so there's some of that going on. Yeah, you teething? You teething? Yeah. Yeah. So we are down here crawling before bedtime, getting that leftover energy out, and I participate in the crawling because I've read that that's good for getting your baby in the correct position. This guy was occiput posterior, sunny side up, so he was kind of in a not great position for labor and delivery. It causes a lot of back pain, long labor, long pushing, excruciating, honestly, and I'm hoping to avoid that with this pregnancy. So I've literally been crawling every single day. It's not very glamorous, but he likes it and Harley likes it. Like when mom participates in the crawling. All right, hello. I am sitting amongst the laundry mess that did not get put away because it was a long day. I just wanted to catch up, say hi. We haven't had much of a chance to talk today. So I just put Bodhi down for bed. He sleeps around 6:30 p.m. It takes him about 10 minutes to settle down once he's in his crib, but I sing him songs, rock him, give him a bottle, and then he goes down until about 6:30 a.m. And it's really nice to get that time to recharge. I am definitely not looking forward to the lack of sleep that is in store for me in like 3 months. But the good thing about this is that I am so acutely aware right now of how quickly that time passes. When you have your first baby, it kind of feels like, is this my new reality? Am I never gonna sleep again? Will I finally sleep through the night when they go to university? It's just like kind of the worst in those first couple weeks because you're up all the time, you're figuring out how to be a mom for the first time, your hormones are out of whack, you're learning everything. It's crazy. Like going from 0 to 1 was really hard. But I feel like this time around, it's really going to be hard physically, you know, taking care of Bodhi and a newborn, but I think mentally it'll be a little bit easier in the sense that I'll at least know what I'm doing with a newborn. I'm already a mom. I'm already very confident in myself, but I am kind of excited to have a newborn again, but paired with that confidence that I now have being a mom. And it was really cool today because my husband, like I said, he was clearing off my computer, and so I was going through all my old photos to make space for these videos that I'm compiling together for this vlog. And I saw some photos from just different times in my life, you know. I saw photos from probably when I physically looked the worst I've ever looked, but I was kind of the happiest I'd ever been. I just met my husband, just fell in love. I was not presenting very femininely. I was dirt poor, so I couldn't afford to really have good products for my hair or my skin. I wasn't investing in anything like esthetician wise. My clothes were crazy, but I was really happy. And then I saw photos from when I was becoming an influencer, and I was probably like the best I've ever looked, you know, slim, and my hair was great, and everything was how I finally dreamed of. You know, I had achieved that feminine glow up. But the story, you know, that you guys don't know during that time in my life, that was when I was having 48-day period cycles, and we were trying for a baby unsuccessfully, and I didn't know what was going on with my body, and I was freaking out, worrying that birth control had ruined me forever, and it was just so stressful. And I think that's partly why I dedicated so much time to YouTube. You know, I gained like 100,000 followers within less than a year. I think it was like 9 months or something like that. And it's because I was posting all the time. I was posting 3 videos a week at one point. I was constantly busy online, and I think it was great at the time. It was a huge distraction. But like I said in my pregnancy video, if you haven't watched it, I talked about how I knew I was ready for motherhood because my world just felt kind of empty. Like I felt like I wanted a greater purpose, and I wanted to give myself to something greater. And I had really done that online, you know, supporting a lot of people in their feminine journey, inspiring people, encouraging them. But as I ran out of video topics, and as I ran out of passion for a lot of those conversations, I felt myself really gravitating towards motherhood and that next step. And so it's just crazy because that's another stage in my life, you know. I wouldn't want to go back. It was great while it lasted, and it was so amazing feeling on top of the world, meeting all of you, achieving success, you know, feeling like my dreams were coming true in a lot of ways. But I wouldn't want to go back there. And even falling in love with my husband that time, it was so great, but I wouldn't want to go back there either. I was really struggling physically and financially. And so I can confidently say that right now, even though, yeah, we have a witching hour, or we have a stressful day, or I'm pregnant and we're about to have another newborn, I can confidently say that I am so content and so satisfied with where I am right now in my life. It's that maternal kind of love, I think, that, you know, they've written about for hundreds of years, thousands of years, since the dawn of time. I feel so dedicated to my children. I feel so attached to them. I feel so, you know, invested in them. It honestly does remind me a lot of how I approached becoming a wife. I didn't want to just become a wife. I remember I wanted to be like the best wife I could be, you know, and that's part of what inspired my femininity journey, my glow up. I wanted to increase my physical attractiveness for my husband. And yeah, I just felt so dedicated to my husband, and I still feel that way. And it's just funny, it's transferring too with motherhood. I want to be the best mom I can be for them. And I know that doesn't mean I'm going to be perfect, but I just feel very passionate about giving it my all. And I really appreciate that you guys seem to understand that. I see that in the comments all the time. You guys just get me. You understand why this time is so important to me. And I don't know if I've ever shared this, but one of the major reasons I started that glow up journey was because I felt so kind of gross about myself physically. And I felt like, you know, if I don't feel great about myself now, how am I going to feel postpartum with a newborn, or as a mom running around town with no time for herself? You know, I don't want to live the next 10 years feeling not pretty, you know, not my best. Those skills that you're learning right now will last you a lifetime. It is so invaluable to learn how to take care of your body, take care of your beauty, learn how to do your hair, grow it healthy, have a wardrobe that just flatters you so you can pick literally anything out of the closet, throw it on, and just do your day. That was so important to me. I wanted to be able to pick something out of my closet and not look like a frumpy mess when I didn't have time as a mom. And just, it's really amazing feeling like all those years of researching my color palette and looking into how to grow your hair out healthy, or how to have long nails, or all this stuff. It feels like it's paying off, and it's just so exciting. So I just wanted to encourage you guys, the femininity journey, it bleeds into other areas of your life. It's not just this frivolous thing like, oh, let's go watch Mrs. Midwest talk about feminine accessories for winter and just turn our brains off. You know, every part of what I've been talking about for the past couple years has a place in real life. When you're busy studying for your master's degree or your PhD and you don't have a lot of time on your hands, having these skills mastered, you know, taking care of yourself, having mental peace, pursuing health, all of this stuff I've always talked about, those skills are going to help you thrive while you're going through tough times, like studying, or a hectic time like maybe planning a wedding, getting engaged, or becoming a new mom like me, or if you're older and you have older kids. Don't feel silly when you're learning how to curl your hair better from a YouTube video. Don't feel silly when you're reading books about femininity, or you're thinking about your hobbies differently, or you're thinking of decorating your space differently. These things are not frivolous. That is what I have learned, because they've all impacted these first few months of motherhood. One of the biggest changes I'm ever going to go through in my life, and it was relatively smooth. I think because I had the tools of homemaking, which is a whole other topic, why you should know homemaking before becoming a mom, but also personal femininity tools. I just really have not lost touch with who I am and my creative energy. However, I do want to add, seeing those photos of me from 2-ish years ago, it got me really excited for not being pregnant anymore. With Bodhi's pregnancy, it almost felt like it went by too quickly. Like, I really loved being pregnant. I loved feeling the kicks. I loved nesting, and it felt like it went by almost too fast. And so getting to be pregnant again, I was kind of excited because I really enjoy it. I enjoy this time. But as we enter the 3rd trimester, and I've been pregnant for many months of the last year and a half, I feel like I'm finally excited to be postpartum, not pregnant anymore. I'm excited to, you know, if I want to diet, I can diet. I'm excited to do more vigorous workouts. I'm excited to have a beer with my husband on a date. I'm excited to not have to worry so much about, am I getting the right amount of sleep? Am I stressed? That kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm excited too to slim down. I've gained my pregnancy weight. I'm right where I need to be, but I do kind of miss some of my clothing that I haven't been able to wear for the past couple years. So thank you for listening, and let's get into some cooking. Okay, so this recipe was actually sent to my P.O. box by a subscriber. Unfortunately, I cannot find the card that came with it, and I so apologize. So if this is your recipe, please let me know. It's an oatmeal lactation cookie, which I know you guys are like, why are you teaching us how to bake this? I'm not lactating, but I have made these cookies for everybody in my life, for the construction workers that were helping us renovate the basement. I've made them for my husband. I've made them for everybody. they get rave reviews, and they are inspired by that recipe that I hope one of you claims as your own. Come get the credit. But I did tweak a few things. There are some changes. So if you want to impress people this fall, stay tuned. This is the recipe. It's my bedtime. I wake up so early now. I go to bed so early. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you're interested in more of this kind of content, I have a bunch of vlogs from the last calendar year. A lot of them are pregnancy related. Don't forget to like this video. Liking it does help other feminine women find our community. I will link as many things that I've discussed in the description box below. Leave a comment as well. Say hi. Let me know how you're doing. But in general, I hope that you guys have a wonderfully blessed and feminine week.